The forward upward loop and the upward forward loop can both be very powerful. Forward upward loop. Upward forward loop. So, which type of player are you? Many players have this issue. Their ball has already left the racket early in the stroke, but they continue with a long follow-through just for show. This means the majority of their motion is ineffective. Other players just lift the ball straight up from a static position. This means the actual contact phase, where your racket acts on the ball, is extremely short. It's impossible for me to transfer all my motion into the ball that way. Your entire stroke, from backswing to finish, must be executed in a single, compact instant. Even for a high arc loop, you need that explosive, instantaneous friction on the ball. I believe the number one problem for amateurs is that their entire stroke, regardless of direction, is performed at a constant, uniform speed. This causes the ball to leave the racket prematurely, making the rest of your swing completely useless for the shot. In contrast, whether I'm power looping or playing a high arc loop, the ball stays on my racket until at least 80% of my stroke is complete, maximizing the contact time. Do you find yourself becoming fearful when your opponent serves with heavy spin? This is often the barrier that stops players from advancing from beginner to intermediate. You can handle a no-spin ball easily. But once the opponent's quality and spin increase, your returns start going into the net. This is why you've stopped improving. As opponents get stronger, your constant speed stroking technique can no longer handle the increased spin. So you start missing serves. It's because you can't neutralize the incoming spin. When you face this kind of spin, don't overthink it. Just focus on completing your full stroke in one explosive motion. That's how you win the point. Let me demonstrate. The key is to complete the motion. Your problem is that against spin, you hesitate, get scared, and just touch the ball. Instead, you must accelerate and complete your stroke. That's your only chance to loop the ball successfully. Under pressure or against heavy spin, many players cut their stroke short. They don't complete the arm wrap, they don't drive forward, and they don't generate enough friction. So, the first key takeaway is to emphasize a complete forehand stroke. You can't be confident in your backswing and then timid at contact, trying to just poke or lift the ball over. That's a mental issue. As I just showed, I'm not using full power, but I am executing a complete, full motion. Complete the friction, the hip drive, the arm wrap, and the forward motion. You must commit to it. Amateurs either use 100% arm power or no power at all when looping. Let me show you the difference between my power loop and my high arc loop. Power loop. High arc loop. Power loop. High arc loop. The common mistake is to max out your arm strength on every shot. My high arc loop and power loop look very different. Don't use maximum force. Instead, release your body's power. Feel like you are absorbing the ball's energy and then redirecting it forward. If you use your full body but only 60% of your arm strength, you can produce a loop like this. I have complete control. I could probably hit 20 or 30 of these cross-court and only miss 1 or 2, because my arm is relaxed and has room for adjustment. But if your body isn't generating power and you rely only on your arm, you'll feel you lack power. So you'll tense up and use brute force, eliminating any control. The issue now is learning to generate power from your body. For me, I first get into a stable, low stance. Second, I create space so the ball doesn't jam me. Poor positioning means no one can generate power. Also, for a forehand loop against backspin, your racket must be behind your body, not just at your side. At your side is a drive, not a loop. Therefore, you must use your body rotation to bring the arm back into the backswing position. Initiate with your body, let it lead your arm, and then accelerate into the ball. Practice, body leads the arm back, body leads the arm forward. You'll see a big improvement. Stop using either 0% or 100% arm power. Instead, exaggerate your body movement. A simple way is to get your hip out of the way, then drive it forward into the ball. Let's talk about that hip drive. I'll show you 2 shots from the front. Both involve body rotation, but notice why the second one is much less powerful. Demonstrating, first shot, second shot. The difference is obvious. Let's see it again. Demonstrating, first shot, second shot. Drive. I engaged my hip. The first one is rotation. The second one is drive. That word drive is the key. The first is rotation. The second is drive. Coaches often say rotate your waist, but what they should say is drive your hip for real power. Rotation and drive are 2 completely different types of force. The problem with simple rotation is its constant speed. Driving the hip forward is explosive. It's the difference between being pushed and being punched. Second, and this is what amateurs lack. When you just rotate, you stay in one spot. But when I drive, watch my legs. My core tightens, my knee drives forward, and my leg pushes forward. Using a stick for reference, this is my starting position. After you rotate, your body is still here. But after I drive, my body has moved forward to here. I'm telling you, you almost have to feel like you're kneeling forward into the shot. If your start and end positions are the same, that's just rotation, not a drive. You're missing that explosive power. Demonstrating, this is rotation. This is drive. It's a huge difference in forward displacement. Many players are rotating their body, but they are doing it on the spot. If your body only rotates, your arm can't drive forward without disconnecting. So you just swing upwards. But if your body drives forward, your arm naturally follows. It's the difference between punching from a static spot versus punching with your body weight behind it. Which is stronger? The second one, obviously. So the key points are, your core must drive forward. And your knee doesn't just pivot, it drives forward too. Watch again. The first type is rotation. The second is a drive. That drive is explosive. Let me describe the feeling. Rotation feels like this. A drive feels like this. How do you achieve that drive? The key is in my right leg. It has to load down first before it can explode forward. It feels like your knee is dropping down, not staying straight. It's very similar to a kneeling motion. You just have to incorporate that feeling. The reason players can't execute this drive is because their legs are often too straight. They finish the shot with their knees in the same position. I stay low, with my chest forward and legs bent. Without that, you have no drive and no power. This is why I tell my students not to straighten their legs. Some players straighten their legs, while others jump upwards when they loop. So the key is your hip. Watch my right leg carefully as I loop. The critical point is that as your right leg pushes, your knee must stay down and drive forward. Don't push up or bounce up and down. Drive forward. Watch me, stay low and compressed. Your entire lower body should be stable, like a solid horse stance, to support powerful arm action. So now you know how to drive the hip. The force from your leg must be directed forward. Pushing up or sideways will just dissipate your power. That's incorrect.
这都分解力量。对。